Follows it up with some sensational volleys. Still game point for Sampras coming up. It's 40-30.
Sampras, 21 years of age. What goes through your mind when you know you're hurting, you're down 2 sets to love? You know, to stay out there and win this set, you got to go through an agonizing pain for more time. So he puts his head down and he really doesn't know what's going on at the moment.
Bird is in front, 6-5. Edberg to serve and we come back.
Another foot fault. Makes it 11. Well, you know what's going through Sampras's mind. He wants to finish these points as quickly as possible.
He tried to win it right off his return.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Of course, it's the Edberg speed. You know, Edberg can stay with those big shots. He makes you hit a couple of winners a point.
Talk about all these injuries and stuff. Let's remind you that the players really feel, I think, that this court hurts them as far as injuries are concerned, and Bill Norris, the trainer for this tournament, agrees. Edberg says that this court is so kind of rubbery that when you put your foot down, it's like the court surrounds the foot and it just doesn't allow it to slip at all. Whereas even in the hard courts of the USA in California or at the US Open, the foot can slip at least an inch or two. That gives you some give. This one is not as forgiving. Game point.
And another big forehand here from Sampras, as they say down under here, Sydney or the bush. Means he goes for the big winner or finishes up out in the back blocks.
Going for another win on the return. That one misses, so we will see a tie-break for set 3. Edberg won the first set tie-break and won the second set 6-3. It is Pete Sampras who had chances here in the third set. He had 5-3, but wasn't able to close it out. So goes to 7 points here with a 2-point lead. Will win the set, and if it's Edberg, the match is history. You don't have the feeling that Pete Sampras relishes the thought of staying out here for another 2 sets. I think you were suggesting that.
This slice backhand, watch this. He doesn't really lunge for this one. He cannot push off on that left foot. That's where the pain is. Stefan Edberg now with the mini break in the tiebreaker.
Sampras has only come back once in his career from being 2 sets down to win a 5-set, and that was against Thomas Muster, the French, 2 years ago. girlfriends, Tim Gullickson on the right of your screen, and Net is Stefan Edberg's wife. She's at the top. Elena McKay at the bottom, and there's Tony Pickard on the top left side of your screen.
Get a little dry in the mouth. Tony Pickard, come on, Stefan, if you can lip read. 3-zip. Stefan Edberg knows there's a problem at the other end. He just tries to block this one back in, bluff his way into the net, looking for the cross court.
Stayed in.
2 in a row for Sampras on his serve. Edberg will serve, leading 3-2. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You look at their tie-break records, I mean, they're about the same. Both very successful against other players. So take your pick. Edberg won the first set tie-break. And he's up 4-2. The players will change hands. I'm just not sure that Sampras' heart is in it.
Well, you know his heart's in it, but he's thinking about it. You know, it's a semi-final, Grand Slam semi-final. He came down here with a mission. He's been so happy to be playing. I've been injured the last 2 Australians, and for shin splints to come in. He's had problems with them prior, just in Sydney and then down here. But he said he would have to play through them. But today, against Stefan Edberg, he's been jerked around a lot. I do believe he gave turnaround point was those 4 double faults he served in 2 service games when he led 4-love in that first set. I know in that interview he did with Mary, he expressed concern that the loss to Stefan Edberg at the Open, in the final of the US Open, was devastating to him. And in some way he's going to have that same feeling today.
Yeah, he said that loss stayed with him for weeks. Didn't feel like doing anything.
Second service.
Barely stayed in. Second serve, 5-2 tie-break Edberg. Down, but he's not out yet. 3-5.
Again, the low return, that chip backhand has been successful for him all day. To the low backhand volley of Pete Sampras, where he really has to get across to it with that left foot.
Match points for Edberg. First set in a tiebreak, then 6-3. We're in the tiebreak of the third set. Edberg leads at 6 points to 3. He has 3 match points, including these 2 coming up on his serve if he needs them. Edberg is through to the final. He'll take on Jim Courier of the USA. A very business-like performance from Edberg today, Fred.
A tremendous match from Stefan Edberg, always a favourite down here.